My name's Lara Royce-Bryson, and this is My Truth in 365. I'm a good friend of Taylor Love's, or actually I'm her mother's friend, as Taylor will point out. I'm not her friend, Amy Love. And I did not know anybody with pediatric cancer before Taylor got diagnosed. And I felt the diagnosis was kind of like a Mack truck coming through a storefront window. Bam. One day it wasn't there, and then it's all over, and it's messy, and it's ugly. The diagnosis came in on a Tuesday night, about 11:30 in the morning, when I get a crying call from Amy. They had just done the first CAT scan, and Children's was not sugarcoating anything. It was bad, it looked bad, and they just didn't know how bad it was. Backing up about 5 days, everything was fine. I was with Amy. We were having a Thursday evening mommy's happy hour where you just have all your kids and they play and talk, and we're having a glass of wine, and we noticed a little bit of bruising under Taylor's eye. We assumed probably she got hit by a lightsaber from her brothers. The next day, Friday, Amy gets in to go to the pediatric ophthalmologist, and they're like, well, we need to send you for more tests, but it looks like it's just a lazy eye. The funny thing is I had a cast on my foot, so Amy's driving me around to my doctor's appointments, and that's just how it was left on Friday. Saturday, this is in December 2006, we were doing our annual Christmas dinner with the families and chopping down a Christmas tree, which is always a fun time for the kids to run around outside. Sometimes it's really warm and sometimes it's not. But by Saturday, Taylor's eye had turned all the way in, and it looked really bad. Amy and Mike really weren't worrying about anything because the pediatric ophthalmologist had said it's probably just a lazy eye that you'll have to fix. I knew right away something was bad. I just didn't know what it could be. It just looked bad, and all that night, it was just so hard to have a happy Christmas when you just look at little Taylor's face and you just see that crossed eye. 3 days later, after our fun Christmas dinner, Amy was going out to see the specialist with their health insurance, and I had the boys. I took them to another friend's house to play, and Amy went to the place in Burke, and the doctor didn't even see her. He just said, you need to drive straight down to Children's. They're expecting you. This isn't good. And that's Tuesday afternoon. And like I said, by the time the truck hit the window, it was about 11:30 that Tuesday night, knowing that Taylor had cancer. And it just devastated all of us. How could this be? You know, beautiful little girl. And that brought me into this world. I always say I have one foot in the cancer world, where there's just a lot of terrible stuff that you see, kids struggling and fighting to beat these beasts that are in them. And unfortunately right now we only have toxic chemical and surgeries and guesses on what we can do to help them.
MyTruthin365 is a project like no other. Using a video journaling concept that is raw and unscripted, we explore pediatric cancer stories as told by those on the front lines of the war on childhood cancer, such as mothers, fathers, survivors, siblings, grandparents, doctors, nurses, and advocates, and how their lives have been impacted. These are their stories in their words. Developed over a series, Part 1 explores the impacts of receiving the cancer diagnosis. Visit us on Facebook at MyTruthin365 to find out more about this project.